Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today, we're diving into something a little personal. I tried a professional bikini wax for the very first time, and let me tell you, the experience was something else. I've always been curious, a little nervous, and honestly, pretty intimidated by the whole idea. So I thought, why not take you all along for the ride and share my honest-to-goodness reaction and what I learned. If you've ever thought about getting one but felt too scared to ask the real questions, this video is for you. We're getting into all the details, the good, the ouch, and the surprisingly amazing. So, let's get into it. Before my appointment, I did a ton of research to find a reputable salon with certified estheticians. Seriously, don't just walk into any random place. Check reviews, look at their hygiene standards, it makes a huge difference in your comfort and safety. When I arrived, the first thing I noticed was how clean and professional everything looked. My esthetician, who was super friendly and immediately put me at ease, started by prepping her workspace. Everything was sanitized, and she laid out fresh paper and all her tools. She explained that a clean environment is non-negotiable to prevent any risk of infection. Seeing her wash her hands and put on a fresh pair of disposable gloves was the first green flag. It's these little things that help you relax, knowing you're in good hands. She made sure I felt comfortable, offered to answer any questions I had, and explained the entire process before we even started. This communication was key for a first-timer like me. Now for the part one was most nervous about, the actual prep. The esthetician handed me a disposable wipe and gave me a moment of privacy to freshen up. Then, she came back in and took a look. My first lesson of the day: hair length matters. She explained that for the wax to grip properly, the hair needs to be about 1/4 of an inch long. Think the length of a grain of rice. If it's too short, the wax won't grab it, and if it's too long, it can be more painful and risk breakage. Since mine was a little on the longer side, she did a quick, careful trim. It was super professional and not awkward at all. Next, she mentioned the importance of exfoliating a day or two before the appointment. Gentle exfoliation helps remove dead skin cells and allows the hairs to come out more easily, which can prevent those dreaded ingrown hairs later. I had actually done this, so +1 for me. She then cleansed my skin with a special pre-wax cleanser. It felt cool and refreshing and removed any oils or lotions that could interfere with the wax. Just when I thought we were ready for the wax, she pulled out some baby powder. I was like, baby powder? Really? But she explained that a light dusting helps absorb any moisture from the skin, ensuring the wax adheres only to the hair and not to the skin itself. This is apparently a major pro tip to reduce pain. It's all in the details, right? Then came the main event, the wax pot. It was already heated, and she showed me how the consistency should be like warm honey, not too runny, not too thick. The temperature is critical. If it's too hot, it can burn the skin, and if it's too cool, it won't spread properly. She did a little patch test on her own wrist first to check the temperature, which was another huge comfort. It showed she was being cautious and professional. Honestly, seeing her take all these preparatory steps made me feel so much safer and less anxious about what was to come. It felt less like a scary beauty procedure and more like a careful, clinical process. All right, deep breath time. The moment of truth had arrived. She dipped a fresh wooden spatula into the wax and applied it to a small section. She was very precise, applying it in the direction of my hair growth. The wax felt warm, but definitely not uncomfortably hot. It was a strange sensation, but not a bad one. Then she said the words every first-timer dreads. Okay, ready? Take a deep breath in. And as I exhaled, she held the skin taut with one hand and in one swift, impossibly fast motion, pulled the wax strip off in the opposite direction of the hair growth. And, wow, okay, I'm not going to lie to you, it wasn't painless. It was a sharp, quick sting that lasted for literally a second. But the wow was for two things. First, how incredibly quick the feeling faded, and second, how unbelievably smooth the patch of skin was underneath. I was genuinely shocked. It wasn't the tear-inducing, scream-out-loud pain I had built up in my head. The esthetician was amazing. The second the strip was off, she immediately applied gentle pressure to the area with her hand. This simple little trick instantly soothes the skin and calmed that stinging sensation. It's like when you bump your elbow and you immediately rub it, it just helps. We continued this process in small, manageable sections. She was like a waxing ninja: apply, hold, pull, press. Her technique was so efficient, We chatted throughout the appointment, which was a great distraction. She told me that talking and breathing are the two best things you can do to manage the discomfort. Holding your breath actually makes you tense up, which can make it feel worse. With each pull, I got more used to the sensation. Some spots were definitely more sensitive than others, which she had warned me about, but it was all totally bearable. Before I knew it, she said, "Okay, all done." I was amazed at how fast it went. Now for the aftercare, which is just as important as the prep. There were a few tiny specks of wax left behind, which is totally normal. She took out a special post-wax oil and gently massaged it onto my skin. This not only dissolved the leftover wax bits effortlessly, but also felt incredibly soothing. You should never try to pick off leftover wax or wash it with water and soap. Oil is the secret. After the oil, she used a soft wipe to clean the area, making sure it was free of any residue. The skin was a bit red and felt tender, which she assured me was completely normal and would subside within a few hours. Then came my favorite part. She applied a cooling, aloe-based lotion. Oh my gosh, it felt like heaven. It was instantly calming and took away so much of that residual heat and sensitivity. It felt like a little reward for being so brave. Before I left, she gave me a full rundown of post-wax do's and don'ts for the next 24 to 48 hours. This is super important to prevent irritation and ingrown hairs. The main rules were, no hot baths, saunas, or swimming pools. Basically, avoid any excessive heat or moisture that could introduce bacteria into the open follicles. She also advised against any intense exercise or friction in that area. That meant sticking to loose, breathable clothing. Goodbye skinny jeans. Hello, comfy cotton pants. She also reiterated the importance of gentle exfoliation, but not until a couple of days after the wax, to keep the skin smooth and prevent ingrown hairs as the hair starts to grow back. Following these instructions is key to making sure your results stay smooth and your skin stays happy. She sent me home with a little sample of the soothing lotion, which was such a nice touch. So, the final verdict. Am I a convert? 100%. Absolutely, yes. The initial sting was so worth the result. The smoothness is on a whole other level compared to shaving. There's no stubble, no razor burn, and the results are supposed to last for weeks. The redness was completely gone by the next morning, and my skin just felt incredibly soft. The whole experience was so much less scary than I imagined. The key is finding a skilled professional you trust. They make all the difference in terms of comfort, safety, and results. My biggest takeaway is that it's not just about hair removal. It's a full-on skin treatment. If you've been on the fence, I honestly recommend giving it a try. Do your research, find a great esthetician, and just breathe through it. It's a game changer. So that was my first ever bikini wax experience. It went from something I was terrified of to something I will definitely be doing again. Have you ever had a professional wax? What was your experience like? Share your stories and any tips you have in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and if you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching and for coming along on this little adventure with me. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.